Hello there. Cheers to you. Cheers to Thursday. I've got my 24 karat rosé for my wine sponsor tonight, and it is literally my favorite wine like ever, mostly because it comes in a can. But oh my god, I've never been so happy. Just period. Not happy to drink wine, just happy, period. All right, anyways, tonight, this is a huge topic, you guys. Huge. So this is probably something that you struggle with that you don't even know you're struggling with. And this, we're talking about specifically with weight loss tonight, but applying the tool that I'm going to give you tonight can change your life in so many other areas. It will blow your mind. Most likely because you're already doing this, you just don't know. And so we're going to help you get through that. I've got a fantastic tool at the end of this video that's going to help you really get through that, what we're going to talk about. And your story is preventing you from getting a lot of the things that you want in your life, not just your weight loss, but weight loss especially, like first and foremost. All right, so let's dive into it. This is my weekly Facebook Live called Wine About It. I am here on the Facebook page every Thursday night at 5:30 at Basically at Meals, bringing you a nutrition topic that you're probably struggling with, whether you know it or not. Sometimes we don't know the ones that we're struggling with. And but the whole point of this is to clarify the nutrition topic for you and give you really sound tools to actually implement what I'm telling you into your life. Because how many times have you tried to figure something out, whatever question it was that you had, and you took it to Google or to a friend, a couple friends, and you just got a million different pieces of advice, and none of them really made sense. None of them were anything that you could see how that would fit into your life. And I understand that. I really get that. I've been there. I've had clients be there. So the point of this is to break something down and really help you get something actionable that you can do in your life so that you can feel better and change what's happening, what's going on for you. So my name's Hayley. I am the founder and CEO of Basically at Meals. I got my degree in Nutrition and Exercise Physiology, and I started out as a nutrition educator, and my whole job was to tell people to eat better, which really doesn't cut it. And I realized through that process that it's really difficult for most people to get a healthy meal on the table. Mostly we turn to what's most convenient, and what's convenient is never healthy. Never the healthiest option, I guess. So I started cooking for people to help solve that problem, and now we have Basically at Meals, which is a healthy, delicious, delivered, pre-portioned meal plan right here in St. Louis. We take it right to your door. There's no cooking. All you have to do is eat it. It's amazing. Our food is phenomenal. It's designed by a nutritionist and executed by a chef, which is amazing. And I love giving client shout outs. So this is from Amy. She told me last week when we got on the phone to talk about how everything was going for her. She said, She said, I wrote it down actually. She said, I get to spend my lunch breaks walking outside, enjoying the nice summer weather, because I'm not driving around in my car trying to find something to eat for lunch. How many times have you been at the office and you're like, oh my God, it's lunchtime. I'm starving and I have no idea what I'm going to eat. And so you hop in your car, you drive around to the nearest sandwich shop or the nearest drive-thru, or sometimes I used to go to the grocery store and try to find something at the salad bar, which was never satisfying. And yeah, that was my lunch break. I didn't really ever have time. I was probably eating, by the time I got back to work with my lunch, I was probably eating while working. I never had time to go outside and enjoy the weather. Imagine if you could go outside and enjoy the weather, because your lunch was already done for you and all you had to do was eat it for a couple of minutes, and then you got to spend the rest of your time outside. Be amazing. Okay, so tonight we're discussing weight loss and versus your story, which is a nice way to put it, because it literally is either weight loss or your story. You cannot have both. These are like complete opposites. It's never going to work. You cannot have both of them. So there are so many obstacles for you getting what you want, and you just can't get over them because there's obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. Every time you try to do something new or help you lose weight, there's another obstacle. Like, can you relate to this? Have you been there? Yeah. So I had a presentation the other night, and they were actually there to learn about gut health, but a lot of the questions that were coming up were kind of like, well, okay, I'm really stuck. I'm stuck here. I can't lose weight. I've tried all these different things and nothing's working. And so we kind of spent a little over an hour like really diving into all of these individuals, which they were fabulous. They were so open with like what issues they were having, what they were going through. Really deep diving into like what they were struggling with. And I was trying to help them. And what ended up coming out of this was that every single one of these people had a story about why they couldn't lose weight. And that was why they couldn't lose weight. It did not matter what I said. It was their story, and they just stuck to it. It was like every angle that I came into it from as a like nutrition professional, it came back to, I just can't do it. That doesn't work for me. I can't do this. I've tried that. That doesn't work. Well, what about this? Well, what if I try this and that doesn't work? I mean, that was all of the conversations. And it was so eye-opening, you guys, because so many of us are stuck in that place, and it feels awful. Like we feel like there's no options for us because I've tried this, it doesn't work. What about that? I've heard that's terrible. Well, I can't do that because of this. Like everything, all of those are just stories that you're telling yourself. They're not true. Like really, really let that sink in. All of those excuses or whatever you think they are, realities are just stories that you're telling yourself about why you can't get what you want. Crazy, you guys. So each of these people was jumping to a quick fix. Every time I would kind of say something or they would bring up a topic, it was like, well, what about this one pill? I've heard that, I could take this pill and I would lose weight. Or my friend tried this diet. She lost 8 pounds in a month. Could I do that? Or what about like colonics? What if I get do a detox? What if I do a cleanse? What if I buy this supplement I saw online? They were all a lot of quick fixes. And every time I tried to get to the root cause, it was like, nope, not that. Definitely not that. What about this other quick fix I heard about? And I was providing throughout this, kind of like going around all of their concerns. Well, if that's a concern, here's a resource. If that's a concern, here's my advice. If that's a concern, here's a resource. So kind of going around their stories, weaving in and out with resources, really sound nutrition advice. And none of that was working for them or was going to work for them because they were telling a story about why they couldn't lose weight and how it was impossible for them. Now, let that sink in. Is that you? Are you stuck in your story about why you can't lose weight or about anything? The amazing thing about this concept is that it really applies to anything in your life. A lot of the times when we don't get what we want, it's not because we can't, it's because we have a story about why we can't get what we want. And we're stuck in that story and we're just telling it over and over and over again. And of course we don't get what we want because we have a story about why it's impossible for us. And so really the first step to getting through that is just recognizing that you are stuck in a story. None of these people in this presentation knew that they were stuck in a story. They thought it was their reality. I can't lose weight because I'm in menopause. I can't lose weight because I have bad genes. I can't lose weight because I love pasta. I can't lose weight. I love food too much. I can't lose weight. Ice cream is my favorite food. It was like one thing after. I mean, all of those are stories. They're not real. They're made up in our mind, which is insane. We think they're real. So the first step is recognizing that you have a story. And we're talking about weight loss specifically right now. This can literally be anything in your life that you're not getting. If you don't make enough money, if you can't get a new car, if you hate your relationship, your husband is the worst, you have terrible children, they don't listen to you, you don't live in a good neighborhood that you don't want to live in, you hate your job. Those are all, usually we can come back to a story, and if we can find that story, we can move through it and change the reality of our lives. So the first step for this, the first step towards losing weight, if you are stuck in a story, is recognizing that you have a story and recognizing what that story is. So one of the women at this presentation was really stuck in her menopause story and just how hard it is. It's so hard. It's so hard. Everything's so hard. Oh my God. You want me to stop eating sandwiches? That's so hard. I can't have bread. Oh my God, that's so hard. I'm in menopause. It's so hard. Oh my God. You need to get over it. No, it's not always easy. It's not always easy. The easy way is eating whatever you want. Sometimes if you really want the weight loss, if you really want the health, if you really want more money or a new job or a better car or a better relationship, it's the harder path, and you're going to choose that because that's what you want. If you want to be stuck in your story, you can just keep up telling the story. If you want something else, yeah, it is going to be a little bit more difficult. Of course it's going to be more difficult. If it was easy, we would all do it. I've heard that a million times, but sometimes it annoys me because I'm stuck in a story and I'm like, oh, no, it should be easy. It's stupid. But really, okay, so the first step is figuring out that you have a story and that the reason that you're not getting what you want isn't because of the story. The story is the reason that you're not getting what you want. Okay, so that's the first step. And how you know if you're stuck in a story. Here's a couple tips for you to know. You're constantly telling people the story. So if somebody says, oh, I tried this new diet and I lost 8 pounds, and your immediate response is, oh, I could never do that because of this and this and this. I'm in menopause and I love food. I love sandwiches and I love ice cream and I couldn't blah, blah, blah. And my husband buys too much food and I have to eat the food if it will go bad. And that's a story, okay? If you're always saying you can't have your desired result. Oh, I could never lose weight. I could never do it. I could never have a better relationship. I could never make more money. That's a story. If you push away resources because they just won't work for you. So that in this presentation, I was giving advice after resource after advice after resource after advice. I had so many things for these people to use, tools, resources, other coaches that they could go. They could buy my meals. I mean, they could talk to me. I'm right here. Take my advice. No, that just won't work for me. Nothing works for you. Any resource or tool that anyone gives you, that just won't work for me. Then you're in a story. And if you're closing yourself off to options, so, your friend says, oh, I lost 8 pounds on this thing, and you're like, oh, that's not an option for me. That's a story. So this is the first step, recognizing that you're in a story, and then getting over the story or working towards getting over it. Of course, you're not going to know that not going to recognize that you have a story and immediately be like, oh, I'm over it. No, that does not happen to anyone. Just FYI. Literally doesn't happen to anyone. So the first step to getting over your story is trying one new thing. Whatever it might be. That is in opposition to your story. So maybe that is trying your friend's diet and really sticking to it. Because a lot of these people were like, oh, I tried it and it didn't work. But they hadn't really tried it. They're like, I bought the program and I printed it out and I read it. But I didn't eat any of the foods that were on it. So you didn't really try it. You just read it. So literally actually trying something new. Implementing it into your life. Maybe it's trying, talking to a real health professional, just getting on the phone and being open to whatever they have to say. Maybe it's trying a ready-made meal service and just being open to that I could do this and it could work for me. It doesn't have to. You get to decide later, but just allowing yourself that possibility. And the most important part of this, trying new things or trying one new thing, is that one new thing is not going to solve your problem. Absolutely, definitely not going to solve your problem. Probably won't even come close. But it will help you get out of your story. And getting out of your story is what is going to solve your problem. It's not the thing that you try. It's not the new diet. It's not even trying my meals. It is you slowly getting out of your story, which is the craziest thing. So all it takes is trying one new thing, trying one new thing again, trying one new thing again, and pretty soon you're going to be out of your story. And it wasn't any of those things that helped you get the result you want, that helped you lose weight, or that helped you make more money at your job. It was none of those things. It wasn't any of that, whatever tool it was that you used, trying a new diet or hiring a personal trainer. It was the fact that you let go of your story about why you couldn't have what you want, which is wild. Like, isn't that crazy? You want something so bad, but you were actually the one preventing yourself from getting it the whole time. It blows my mind every time. It's like, I want it so bad, but I am the one who's not getting it for me. So imagine if you could easily lose weight. Imagine if all the resources you needed to lose weight just all of a sudden were there for you, like right in front, like a smorgasbord of all of the things. Every single tool that you needed to lose the weight you wanted was like magically appeared in front of you. Like, imagine that, really, like in your mind. Like, okay, you want to lose weight, and all of a sudden someone hands you a tray, and it's got like everything on it. You know, like ready-made meals, it's got a nutritionist, it's got a personal trainer, it has like a new outfit to wear to the gym, it's got a scale, it's got a water bottle, it's got grocery list, recipes, everything that you needed to lose weight is like right there. That is what happens when you get over your story. You see that all the resources you ever needed are like right in front of you. They're accessible for you. And now you can actually get what you want. It is crazy, you guys. Okay, so that one tip that I gave you is what's really gonna help you get through this and stop you stopping yourself from getting what you want. And now we're on to what I consider to be one of the most important parts of my weekly Wine About It Facebook Lives, and that's the wine. This is my favorite wine of all time. It is called 14 Karat Wines Rosé. It is so good. I don't know if I like it because it tastes good or if I just like it because it comes in a can. I really haven't figured that out yet. But you can let me know. If you try it, you should try it. If you try it, you can let me know if you actually like it or if you just think it's great because it comes in a can. I freaking love it, you guys. Okay, so this is from our wine sponsor, Sarah Sabinson. She is on Facebook at Sarah Drinks Wine. All of the wines that she provides are clean, organic, small farmed. They do not have added sugar and they do not have added preservatives. They are so freaking good. So Sarah, she loves working with women who like love wine but don't want to ruin the next day just because they indulged in a glass of wine, which is like me for sure. Like, I want to be able to get up tomorrow at 6 a.m. and go to the gym and not be able to do it because I had a glass of wine. So her wines are fabulous. This wine in particular, the winery, they could not source cans this size that were BPA free. And so they just stopped selling the wine. I mean, what companies do you know of in this day and age that like they were like, oh, we can't get those really expensive cans that you like for your product, but we have these other really cheap cans. And the company is like, oh yeah, no, we don't want the cheap cans. We only do it with the expensive cans. I mean, that's crazy, you guys. That's incredible. So BPA is a preservative that's in cans that is really not good for us. And this winery does not sell their wine unless they can get those cans without that preservative. Pretty freaking amazing. So I will tag Sarah in this video and you can go check her out. Last but not least, we are still doing our 20% off coupon right now. So you have the opportunity to get $20 off your 3-week meal package. Guys, I do not do specials on the food, like literally ever. So this is an incredible opportunity. The 3-week meal package is our most popular package because it's 3 weeks. It can get you through like any stressful life event that is happening. It can get you through the next 3 weeks of work. You don't have to worry about lunch or dinner or cooking or grocery shopping. Like literally, can you imagine the next 3 weeks without any of that? And you just open your fridge and like your meal's right there. It's ready to eat. Yeah. So $20 off our 3-week meal package. If you get to our website and you check out that, you just enter code 20OFF, 20OFF, in the checkout and you'll get those $20 off. And I will also provide a link in this video so that you can just go directly there. That ends tomorrow night. So absolutely take advantage of that. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Okay, that's enough for teasing us for today. All right, so thank you so much for being here. As always, I so appreciate it. And I will see you next week. Bye.